Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your Sarah coming at you live. Well, not live, but you know what I mean. From Bern, Switzerland, this place is insane. We're talking cobblestone streets that look like they've been plucked straight out of a fairy tale, chocolate shops on every corner, each one more tempting than the last. Seriously, if you've got a sweet tooth, this is your paradise. And the views, oh man, the views. We're talking panoramic scenes that'll make you want to scream from the mountaintops. Imagine standing there, taking it all in, feeling like you're on top of the world. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss out on any of the adventures. Trust me, you won't want to miss a single moment of this journey. We're about to drop some serious knowledge on you guys. A full-on guide to the top 12 things you absolutely have to do when you get your butt to Bern. We're talking history, culture, adventure, and so much more. From exploring ancient landmarks to diving into local festivals and probably a lot of cheese. I mean, come on, it's Switzerland. You can't leave without indulging in some fondue or a cheese platter that'll make your taste buds dance. And let's not forget the chocolate. Oh, the chocolate. Watching it being made is like witnessing magic. And tasting it, pure bliss. You'll find yourself coming back for more, guaranteed. Stick with me, people. It's about to get real. We're diving deep into the heart of Bern, uncovering hidden gems and must-see spots. So buckle up, grab a snack, and let's do this thing. All right, first up, we're hitting you with the Zytglogge. This isn't just any clock tower, it's a portal to the past. This ain't your grandma's grandfather clock, people. It's a marvel of engineering and artistry that stands the test of time. This thing is medieval, built back in the 13th century. Imagine the craftsmanship and dedication that went into creating something so intricate and enduring. We're talking astronomical clock, ornate figures, bells, the whole 9 yards. It's not just a timepiece, it's a work of art that tells a story. Every hour on the hour, this thing puts on a show, and trust me, you do not want to miss it. The figures come to life, the bells chime, and it's like stepping back in time. Seriously, set your watch to this thing because you'll be late for everything else if you're not careful. It's hypnotic. People gather around, mesmerized by the performance. The history of this thing is wild, too. It's been a witness to centuries of change, from medieval times to the modern era. Fires, renovations, you name it, this clock has seen it all. It's been meticulously restored to preserve its original glory while incorporating modern technology. It's like a time capsule in the middle of the city. And it's just the tip of the iceberg of what Bern has to offer. The Zytglogge isn't just a clock, it's a symbol of Bern's rich history and cultural heritage. So next time you're in Bern, make sure to visit this incredible piece of history. It's a journey through time you won't forget. Next up, we're heading to Bear Park, because what's a trip to Bern without seeing some bears? This park is one of the most iconic spots in the city, drawing visitors from all over the world. These aren't just any bears, though. These are like the city's official mascots. The bears here are a symbol of Bern, representing strength and resilience. They've got a whole park to roam around in, right on the river. The Aare River provides a stunning backdrop, making it a picturesque spot for both the bears and the visitors. The history of bears in Bern goes way back, like way back. Bears have been a part of Bern's heritage for centuries, and you can see their influence in the city's art and culture. They even named the city after them, or so the legend goes. According to the tale, the city's founder named it after the first animal he encountered on a hunt, which happened to be a bear. You can get up close and personal with these guys, but don't get any ideas about taking one home with you. The park has plenty of informational signs to educate visitors on how to interact safely with the bears. Trust me, you don't want to mess with these bears. They may look cute and cuddly, but they are wild animals with powerful instincts. They're living their best life here in Bern. The park provides a natural habitat where the bears can play, relax, and just be themselves. It's a must-visit for anyone coming to Bern. Get ready to be transported back in time because we're about to wander into Bern's old town. This place is like walking through a postcard. Cobblestone streets, fountains everywhere, buildings that look like they're straight out of a fairy tale. It's no wonder UNESCO slapped a World Heritage Site label on this place. Seriously, it's that stunning. You could spend hours just getting lost in the maze of streets, popping into shops, grabbing a coffee, and just soaking up the atmosphere. And don't even get me started on the architecture. Every building has a story to tell. You can practically feel the history oozing out of the walls. Next up, we're going vertical, people. Get ready to climb the Bern Cathedral, the highest church spire in all of Switzerland. I'm not gonna lie, it's a bit of a hike to the top, but trust me, the view is worth every single step. You can see the entire city from up there. The Aare River winding its way through, the mountains in the distance, it's insane. Plus, the architecture of the cathedral itself is mind-blowing. The details, the stained glass, it's like something out of a history book. Just make sure you bring your camera because you're going to want to capture this view. Yo, you can't come to Bern and not pay homage to the man himself, Albert Einstein. This is where he came up with his theory of relativity, people. The Einstein Museum is dedicated to his life and work, and it's actually way more interesting than it sounds. You'll learn about his childhood, his struggles, his triumphs, and how his time in Bern shaped his groundbreaking theories. Plus, they've got some of his actual belongings on display, which is pretty darn cool. It's a side of Einstein you probably never knew existed, and it's definitely worth checking out. All right, time for a little relaxation after all that brainpower at the Einstein Museum. We're heading to the Rosengarten, which is exactly what it sounds like, a garden full of roses. But it's not just any garden, people. This place is magical. Over 200 varieties of roses, plus a killer view of the Old Town. It's the perfect spot to just chill out, have a picnic, and soak up the beauty of Bern. Seriously, bring a book, grab a coffee, and just breathe in that fresh Swiss air. You'll thank me later. All right, time to get serious again. We're heading to the Federal Palace, the seat of Swiss power. This is where the Swiss Parliament does its thing, and you can actually go inside and watch them in action. They offer guided tours, or you can just wander around and admire the architecture. The building itself is pretty impressive, all domes and columns and grandeur. It's a cool glimpse into the heart of Swiss democracy, and a great photo op too. All right, enough with the history lessons for a minute. Let's talk about something everyone loves, water. The Aare River runs right through the heart of Bern, and it's not just for looking at. In the summer, people swim in this thing. They even have designated swimming areas with currents and everything. If you're feeling adventurous, you can rent a rubber dinghy and float down the river. It's a totally unique way to experience the city. Just watch out for the rapids. Calling all history buffs. The Bern Historical Museum is a must-see. We're talking artifacts from the Stone Age all the way up to the present day. You'll find everything from ancient weapons to medieval tapestries to 20th century furniture. They've even got a whole section dedicated to the history of Bern itself, which is pretty fascinating. It's a great way to learn more about the city and its people, and to see how Bern has evolved over the centuries. All right, art lovers, this one's for you. The Zentrum Paul Klee is dedicated to the work of, you guessed it, Paul Klee. He's a pretty big deal in the art world, known for his abstract and colorful paintings. The building itself is a work of art designed by the famous architect Renzo Piano. It's worth a visit just to see the architecture, but the art inside is pretty amazing too. They've got a huge collection of Klee's paintings, drawings, and sculptures, plus rotating exhibitions of other modern and contemporary artists. All right, time to get out of the city for a bit and head up to the Gurten, Bern's very own mountain. You can take a funicular up to the top, which is an experience in itself. Once you're up there, you'll be rewarded with breathtaking panoramic views of the city, the Aare River, and the Alps in the distance. There's a restaurant up there, a playground for the kids, and even a toboggan run in the summer. It's the perfect place to escape the city for a few hours and enjoy some fresh air and incredible views. Last but not least, we're hitting up the Bern Market. This is the place to be if you're looking for local goods, souvenirs, or just a taste of local life. You'll find everything from fresh produce to handmade crafts to antiques. It's a feast for the senses, with colorful stalls, the smells of fresh bread and cheese, and the sounds of people bargaining and chatting. Make sure you try some of the local cheese and bread, and maybe pick up some souvenirs for your friends back home. That's it, folks! The top 12 things to do in Bern, Switzerland. From medieval clock towers to world-class museums to stunning mountain views, this city has something for everyone. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell icon so you don't miss out on any of my upcoming adventures. And be sure to let me know in the comments what your favorite thing about Bern is, or if you've got any must-see spots that I missed. Until next time, keep exploring.